Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has been at the helm of WWE Creative for over 2 years now. Under his leadership, the company has witnessed a massive boom filled with iconic moments. However, for the past few months, the overall vibe of the product has arguably taken quite a dip. To shake things up and bring back the energy, the game might break his long-standing unwritten rule at Backlash 2025. Apart from WrestleMania, Triple H usually follows a 5-match format for every premium live event. It has been a common pattern followed under his creative regime. However, WWE has already announced 3 matches for Backlash this year, and several feuds are still in development. There is a high possibility that the game might break the trend and book more than 5 matches at the spectacle. Other matches that are likely to be added to the card are Logan Paul vs. Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title and Rhea Ripley vs. Io Sky for the Women's World title. On top of that, SmackDown has been teasing a potential fatal 4-way match between Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, and LA Knight for the United States Championship. Around 6 feuds are in progress on both rosters that may be featured at Backlash. Fans have also been vocal about how the 5-match format often leaves out major storylines that deserve the spotlight. By breaking this rule, WWE will be able to give more top-tier talents a chance to shine. Such a move could help the creative team build a more extensive card for the premium live event. It will be quite interesting to see whether Triple H decides to divert from his traditional pattern for Backlash 2025. Things will get much clearer on the upcoming episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Triple H is planning to make Backlash 2025 a must-see event. The show will feature multiple title matches, and 2 big ones have already been confirmed. John Cena will defend his undisputed WWE title against Randy Orton. Meanwhile, Lyra Valkyria will put her Intercontinental Championship on the line against Becky Lynch. While fans can expect big surprises at the event, it is unlikely that there are going to be multiple title changes. The main reason is that WWE already crowned several new champions at WrestleMania this month. Having another round of title swaps so soon would feel a bit out of place. The creative team could still surprise fans with one big title change. Becky Lynch has a very good chance to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion because it will be her first singles match since her return. Therefore, it will not be a surprise if she walks out of St. Louis with gold around her waist. It all depends on what Triple H has in store for fans. The post-WrestleMania season has started to get much more interesting. Apart from penning engaging articles, Depp has also done scriptwriting for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. Depp has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports writer. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms, both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. For years, Paul Triple H Levesque has been the architect of a new era in WWE, a regime built on respect for in-ring performance, long-term storytelling, and giving the spotlight to rising talent rather than recycling aging stars. Since taking over creative control in 2022, the game has earned widespread acclaim for restoring credibility to WWE programming and shifting focus toward a more authentic wrestling product. But as the road to Backlash 2025 heats up, swirling rumors suggest that Triple H might be preparing to violate one of his core tenets, a move that could shake the very foundation of his leadership philosophy. One of Triple H's most publicized positions since assuming creative control has been his staunch refusal to overly rely on part-time legends for main event storylines. Unlike the Vince McMahon era, where figures like Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, and The Undertaker frequently headlined major shows well past their prime, Triple H has pushed for a future-facing model. In countless interviews and press conferences, Levesque has reiterated his desire to build stars, not recycle them. This rule has earned him the admiration of purists and critics alike. Finally, it seemed, WWE was creating a sustainable ecosystem for its talent. However, if recent developments and backstage whispers are to be believed, this rule may be on the verge of being broken. Over the past several weeks, WWE programming has been peppered with cryptic vignettes, flickering lights, echoes of a familiar theme, and a recurring symbol that seems oddly reminiscent of the cerebral assassin's own iconography. While initially dismissed as an unrelated storyline, the teasers have grown more overt. During a recent episode of Monday Night Raw, the screen glitched during a promo by Intercontinental Champion Ilja Dragunov. The glitch showed a quick frame of a sledgehammer buried in gravel, an unmistakable nod to Triple H's signature weapon. Then this past Friday on SmackDown, Corey Graves curiously referenced games being played backstage and warned that even the King of Kings might return to the board. The speculation machine ignited instantly. Could Triple H be stepping back into the ring? Or perhaps more realistically, could he be inserting a legendary part-time name into a top spot at Backlash 2025? WWE's global expansion efforts have been reaching new heights in 2025. With Backlash set to emanate from Paris, France, WWE is eager to make a splash in one of its fastest-growing markets. That kind of international spotlight often demands something unexpected, a jolt to elevate the card from excellent to unmissable. And while WWE's current roster is arguably the strongest it's been in years, with Cody Rhodes, Gunther, LA Knight, Rhea Ripley, and Bron Breakker leading the charge, there's talk that a marquee name could be added to the card to ensure box office numbers and streaming subscriptions. Sources close to WWE have hinted that a returning John Cena or even The Rock might make a cameo or more. Both are part-timers Triple H has largely avoided spotlighting since taking over. If he were to greenlight either of these stars for a match at Backlash, it would mark the most high-profile breach of his no part-timer policy to date. From a storyline perspective, there is one angle that could justify Triple H bending his own rules: revenge. Over the past month, NXT call-up and Chaos agent JB Blade has made waves by calling out WWE management directly. During an unsanctioned promo, Blade accused the old guard of holding people like him back. He referred to the King's Order, an apparent jab at Triple H's creative control, and warned that he would burn down WWE's House of Rules. Could this be a long-term setup for a match between a rising star and a legend endorsed or even engineered by Triple H himself? Alternatively, Triple H could choose to weaponize the legends as mentors or surprise allies in feuds involving younger talent, thereby maintaining his youth-centric philosophy while still injecting that nostalgic shock factor. Imagine Cody Rhodes being blindsided by a returning Randy Orton, not as a full-time wrestler, but as a mentor for someone like Carmelo Hayes. Or LA Knight finding himself face-to-face with a freshly motivated Batista backing a new heel faction. These aren't just fantasy booking scenarios, they're viable ways to bend the rule without breaking it entirely. If Triple H does allow part-timers to headline Backlash 2025, it will not come without criticism. Wrestling media, fan forums, and longtime viewers have all held him to a higher standard precisely because of his integrity. A betrayal of that trust, even for business reasons, could open him up to accusations of hypocrisy. More importantly, it could create unrest in the locker room. WWE's current superstars have thrived under the new meritocracy. If that foundation begins to wobble, if stars start losing screen time to aging icons, morale could take a hit, especially among those who have waited years for their moment. Of course, there's one more twist no one is quite ready for: Triple H returning to the ring himself. Though medically retired and publicly focused on his executive duties, fans have long speculated about a one last match scenario. Backlash 2025, in a foreign market, with massive media attention, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Even a brief physical altercation or a surprise pedigree could ignite the kind of crowd reaction that WWE lives for. As we inch closer to Backlash 2025, the tension is palpable. Will Triple H hold firm on his commitment to the new generation, or will he bend his own rules to deliver a moment the world won't forget? If there's one thing fans know about the game, it's this: he's always playing 3 steps ahead. So even if he breaks a rule, it's likely not a mistake, it's a move. A strategic, calculated move to elevate the product, pop the audience, and remind the world that in WWE anything truly can happen.